Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be tier ranking every single leaked jersey for next season. We have some city jerseys, we have some classic jerseys, we have some statement edition jerseys, and then we have some new home and away jerseys for some teams. So let's get started. All credit to the man above. Let's go. First up, we've got this Brooklyn Nets jersey. This is a jersey that they wore in 2019, I believe, when they had D'Angelo Russell. I really liked it when they first had it. It's a pretty solid jersey. The colors down the side are pretty good. And then they have the iconic Brooklyn Nets font. I'm going to give this jersey an 8 here. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. It's just a nice black city edition jersey. Got the nice trim. I don't know what it means for the city. And then you got the nice font. It's a good jersey, and it's going to be one of the better ones for next season, I believe. Next up, we have the Pacers. This is kind of a classic Pacers jersey with the word mark there. They also have the blue across the middle and the yellow. I don't love this jersey. I would have liked it a little bit more if the blue extended up to here, but it does not. But it's not going to be bad. Like, I can see Tyrese Halliburton in this jersey. I am going to give it a C tier, though. A lot of these jerseys are high tier jerseys. The Pacers, a little bit more of a boring jersey, one that doesn't like stand out, and if anything, it's a little bit more uglier than it is cool. So, not the best jersey choice there. Next up, we have the Clippers. They wore a version of this jersey in 2019, but it was like dark blue or purple or something. Now they have it in a different color with orange and then the teal here with the stars on the side to represent Hollywood. A nice font there. I do like that font. It's kind of like a classic look. It's not a bad jersey, but I think I'm also going to put it in C tier. It's not that close to this jersey. This jersey is one of the better ones this year. I think the Clippers jersey could be moved up to B tier by the end of the video, but for now it's going to stay down in C tier. Next up, we have the Lakers. They wore this jersey, I think, last year or the year before. It's the like pyramid Lakers jersey with black and then the purple outlines on the shoulders and neck. I don't really like this jersey. I don't know why they're trying to make LA into like a triangle, but it doesn't have anything to do with the city or anything. I'm gonna go C tier and move this Clippers jersey to B tier. I think this Lakers jersey, like, it's not bad, but they could have done something a lot better. I mean, like, they've had a lot better city jerseys before. They've already worn this one basically too recently. And I think it's on this tier with the Pacers jersey. It's not a good city jersey this year compared to some of these other ones we've got. Next up, we have the Grizzlies. I think that they wore these in 2018. It's basically their home jersey, except they moved the stripe on the side from this side to this side. It's now yellow and blue with some kind of symbolism to Memphis. Different word mark a little bit. Not that crazy of a jersey. I am going to throw it in the C tier just because it's not too much different from their current home jersey. But if the court is nice that goes with it, that could bring it up a few spots. And also, I'm interested to see what the shorts look like, if this design continues down into the shorts or not. But overall, not a bad jersey. D tier is going to be probably some of the worst ones. It's not in that tier. Next up, we have the Miami Heat, one of my favorite jerseys of all time. They wore this in 2019 when they had Dwayne Wade. The Miami Vice black jersey with the teal and the pink. Pretty tough jersey. One of the better ones this year. I think it might be S tier. Last year, they wore the teal version. I think I do like the black version a little bit better. It kind of represents Miami more as a city. I think it's the best one this year. Or one of the best, because we're about to get to my favorite of all time. Next up, we have the Milwaukee Bucks Cream City jerseys. Kind of a weird thing to put on your jersey, but they are the cream color with the green. They say Cream City in green across the front and cursive, green and blue up here. They wore those in 2019 when they made it to the conference finals, I believe, and lost to Kawhi Leonard. I'm going to put it in B tier. I feel like it's better than this Clippers jersey. So yeah, let's go like that. We'll just do for the rest of the video whatever's on the left side is the best. right side is the worst in the tier. So I'm going to put this Grizzlies jersey ahead of this Lakers jersey. And then I think the Pacers do have the best one in the C tier as of right now. But the Bucks jersey is just a pretty solid jersey. You can't really go too wrong with a lighter color jersey. It is cream colored, so it's a little bit different, but it's just a standard jersey with a word mark across the middle. It's nothing too weird. They can get away with wearing it a few times this season. Next up, we have the Timberwolves. This Purple Rain jersey is one of my favorite jerseys ever. I really like it. It just makes you think Timberwolves with the word mark, and then this, so you got like a tail here. It looks aggressive. This up here, I don't know what it is, but it looks good. It's just a tough jersey. It's got to go S tier. It's one of my top 3 favorite NBA jerseys of all time. These two might both be. And then the Toronto Raptors, one from last year. That's probably my top 3 ever. Next up, we have the Pelicans. I really do hate this jersey. I think they wore it 2 seasons ago. It's supposed to be like a Mardi Gras themed jersey. Green here, purple outline on the 25, and then you've got like a outlined Noah. I really don't like it. It doesn't feel like an NBA jersey. It feels like a haunted house or something. I'm going to put it in D tier for now. I just don't like it. City jerseys don't usually do too well if they're black unless they are like this or this, or else they just look like they're standard away jerseys. They need some like color of the city to make them really pop, or at least white usually is a little bit better because you can do a little bit more with the design. But still, the Knicks, they brought these back. They've got the checkered blue on the side with orange outline. New York, not a bad jersey. I don't think it touches that Brooklyn jersey. I think it's gonna be high B tier. I think that feels about right for that Knicks jersey. It's not touching the Brooklyn jersey, but it's pretty close. I think. Thunder, they wore this in 2019, except they had a teal version of it. Now they change up the color to be a navy blue. This is a Native American tribute jersey to the Native Americans in Oklahoma City. I really do like the word mark on these. I don't know what this stripe across the middle is. I just wish they would have brought back the teal jerseys because the teal ones were a little bit better. These, though, I think I'm going to put here in the middle of the C tier. I don't love that Pacers jersey, but it's actually standing pretty well against the rest of these teams. Boston now. They wore a version of this in 2020, I believe. Not a bad jersey. I mean, they don't have any of their iconic green on there. It's gold, Boston, 0, gold, and black on the sides. It doesn't really represent the Celtics, but I think it does have something to do with the city of Boston. I think it goes right there. It's just a solid jersey. Not bad. Definitely could have been a lot worse. But it is still down here in the C tier. Next up, we have the Magic. They did a whole rebrand, and I actually really do love these jerseys. The pinstripes look great. The word mark is great. This on the sides, I don't love it. They would have looked a lot better without the stars on the side. But it's still a solid jersey. Without the stars, I think it could be S tier. But now, with the stars, I think it's A tier right behind Brooklyn. Next up, we have Philadelphia. They wore this a few seasons ago. Just a solid jersey. Kind of makes you think of Philadelphia even without seeing the word mark here. Not bad. Got the red, white, and blue for one of America's iconic cities. I think it's going to be a low B tier for me. Maybe above that Clippers jersey in a few minutes. But for now, it's going to be at the bottom of the B tier. Next up, we have the Valley for the Suns. That's one of the most iconic jerseys in the NBA at this point. They keep bringing it back. It's a really good jersey. They've got this pattern here, the Valley. The court that goes with it is really tough. And it just makes you think of Phoenix. It's a good jersey. I'm going to put it in A tier ahead of the Magic for now. I think that's the right place for it. A lot of people would put it in S tier, but I think it's just one of the top 5, top 6, top 7 jerseys. But I don't think it's quite in that top tier. Just because of they've worn it a lot of times, and I think it's just like they could do something a little bit better. Like the cactus that they have on their court, if they put like a cactus right here or something, that would be, they could just level it up just a little bit, especially if they're going to bring it back every year. Next up we have Portland. This is the iconic Portland Airport carpet theme jersey with PDX for the Portland Airport code. It's not a bad jersey. It's a weird color for the Trailblazers though. I don't want to put it in D tier because it's not a terrible jersey. But it's not up here with these, I don't think. I'm going to put it high D tier for now. I could still move it up. I know the symbolism, a lot of people love that Portland Airport in Portland, but I just don't love the jersey, especially for a red and black Trailblazers team. It just doesn't work that well. Next up we have Sacramento. They wore this a few years ago. It got really high reviews. I don't mind it. It's not a terrible jersey. It's not a great jersey. I think it's high B tier for me. It's a pretty solid jersey. It reminds me of like De'Aaron Fox, but of course he's not there anymore. It's going to be a weird season for the Kings. Domantas Sabonis might be a superstar this year, go off and win MVP. Next up we have the Spurs with their Fiesta. I love the word mark. It goes really well with it. And then the Fiesta colors on the stripe across the middle. I do think that they could have done something where they put San Antonio on the stripe. It does look a little bit weird with it above, but it's not a bad jersey. I think it fits right there in B tier. Below New York, but above Cream City for sure. Toronto's next. They brought back another version of the dinosaur. This is a really tough jersey. The dinosaur jerseys are some of the best of all time. The great word mark there, Toronto, and then the stripes down the middle, that's an S tier jersey. I think it is still below both these two, but it's really good jersey. I don't love the whiteout Raptor. I think the purple Raptor would have looked better. But the whiteout is kind of clean too. Can't argue that. Next up we have the Washington Wizards. This is kind of like their old Wizards branding back when they had Gilbert Arenas where they were gold and blue. And I don't hate that they're going back to that. I just wish that they would do it full time instead of doing it as a city jersey. Still not bad. Mid B tier. Chicago, one of the other best jerseys this year. The Chicago flag jerseys with the stars on the side, red, white, and blue. And then anything with the cursive word mark across the middle is one of my favorite jerseys because I really like the script jerseys. It's going to be an A tier for me. I think it's above Orlando, but it's not quite at the Valley yet. It's a really solid jersey, though. Next up, we have Cleveland. They wore this jersey a few seasons ago in light blue. This year, it's like a peach color. Same jersey, though. The Land. I think it's going to go low B tier. At least this year, it's kind of their jersey colors, normal jersey colors. I don't hate it, but they could do something better, I think. The Mavericks are next. I really do like that jersey. It's clean. It's a really clean jersey. I don't think it's going to go in S tier, but I'm going to put it here. Very high A tier. If Luka was still playing there, that jersey would sell out 100%. But unfortunately for Mavs fans, they don't get to keep Luka. AD would look pretty clean in that. Kyrie in that jersey is going to look clean. The Nuggets, one of the other best jerseys. The rainbow, but it's not actually a rainbow because they got the purple and this and the green. And then they got the Denver skyline with the mountains in the background. They wore that in the bubble. It's one of the best jerseys this year. I'm going to put it here. It's a pretty tough jersey, honestly. The Pistons are next. Detroit. Nothing too crazy with that jersey, but it's not a bad jersey. I think personally I'd put it here in the medium B tier between Cream City and Washington. It's their statement edition, I believe. Or no, I think it is their city. Yeah, it's their city jersey this year. Never mind. Next up we have Golden State. I would have rather them bring back the town jersey, because that one was iconic. It was a pretty good jersey. This one's just a weird color. It's like a creamish yellow color, but they do have the iconic oak tree in the middle and the circle with the number. The iconicism of this jersey is going to move it up a little bit, but for me, I think it's medium B tier. If it would have been the black color, it would have got A tier, maybe S tier. I just don't love the jersey color here. Next up, we have the Rockets. They wore this last year, H-Town, with the script across the middle, 28. It's like their Space City jerseys. I don't hate it. I would have rather them bring back the 2020 City jerseys that they had, because that's one of my favorite jerseys of all time. But they're going to get high B tier. I think they actually could be up here. They're not a bad jersey. It's just the repeticism. A lot of teams are at least, like the Lakers and Pelicans and Trailblazers are at least waiting 1 year before they bring back jerseys. The Rockets bringing it back the year after, I don't love it. They could have at least brought back one from 2022, but they didn't, so they do get a couple points off. The Hawks are next. They have the iconic MLK jerseys. The court that goes with this is really cool. I'm going to put it in the high B tier. It's not a bad jersey. It definitely has a lot of symbolism for the city with Martin Luther King. I think they could have gone with a cooler design, but it's not a bad jersey there. The Hornets are next. I don't understand this one at all. Why would the Charlotte Hornets, a team that has this colorway, but a team that has this colorway of like the purple and the teal and the white, I don't understand what the yellow jersey means for them. Maybe it's something with their city, but I don't really like it. It doesn't make me think of the Hornets. They have one of the best color schemes in the entire NBA, and they decide for their city jersey to go with something yellow. I don't really like it. Next up, we're to these new city jerseys, classic jerseys, statement jerseys. This is the Jazz home jersey. I do like their rebrand. The mountains are cool with the Utah word mark. They're pretty solid jerseys. I think their entire rebrand might go in the A tier for me, just because it's so much better than what they had last year. They're not up here with some of these city jerseys that are going to get worn on special occasions, but as just a home jersey, the purple and white is so much better than the Jazz had, and it's a pretty good jersey too. Next up, we have the Portland Trailblazers. These are the exact same jerseys, except they got rid of the shoulder and neck outlines, which I think is a downgrade. I'm going to put their home and away jerseys in the C tier because it's the same thing. They just got rid of the lines. The Jazz away jerseys are next. I'm going to just throw them up there in the A tier with the home jerseys. The purple ones are pretty clean too, but I think the white ones are a little bit better. And then their statement jersey, or their special edition jersey, it's the black jersey with the ugly Jazz logo and then the mountains in the background. It is pretty solid though. It doesn't say Utah or Jazz or anything on it. I think I'm going to throw it in the B tier. It's a high B tier jersey. It's pretty clean. I think I'm going to put it right here below Sacramento. And then their other jersey, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's their city jersey because I don't know if we got one of those yet. But it's just black with white Utah 23. Very, very boring jersey. It's not the worst one we've seen because it is kind of good with I like the word mark on this. The font just looks kind of good on the black background, but it's just boring, especially if it's their city jersey. Next up, we have Orlando. This is their away jersey, blue with the white pinstripes. I don't hate their away jersey, but I think it's going to go in the B tier for me, the bottom of the B tier. I don't love that one. Their home jersey, when we get to it, is going to be a little bit higher. Philadelphia, they brought back their classic Allen Iverson jerseys. I really like those. I don't know how they're going to look in today's NBA, but they're a really good jersey, and they're iconic. Phoenix did kind of what Utah did, just a white jersey, or just a black jersey with just white, nothing else. I think it's worse than Utah's, but I still think it's better than New Orleans's. I really don't like New Orleans. And then another very similar jersey here, a gray San Antonio jersey with just black. That's the worst one here. It's just not a good jersey. The Spurs are going to be an exciting team next year, and they bring this as a statement edition jersey. That's the third most worn jersey out of any jersey a team has, and they're going to be wearing that. I don't love it. The Magic, there are two different colored jerseys. I really like those. The Lakers, I don't know what to think about these. They're pretty clean, honestly. But I don't think that they're up in the A tier. Actually, yeah, let's just throw them in the A tier. I think they're better than the Jazz away jerseys, but they're not quite there yet. They're pretty good, though. The Magic home jerseys here. The white pinstripes, they say Magic on them. They're definitely better than the away jerseys. I think they're high B tier. Memphis, we already got to those. New York here with the gradient down the side that says New York. They're black jerseys. Not bad. Not bad at all, honestly. I'm going to put them in the C tier, right behind the Pacers jerseys. They're a solid jersey. I don't think they're quite up here with any of these, but they're a good jersey. The Timberwolves brought back the Kevin Garnett era black jerseys. Those are really clean. Anthony Edwards jersey in that is going to sell out fast because it's an iconic jersey. It's a good-looking jersey, and it makes you think of the Timberwolves. The Mavericks brought back their classic green jerseys. I don't hate them. They're not amazing jerseys, but they're definitely in the B tier. I think I'm going to put them right here officially. The Hornets are next. They had these a few years ago. Purple with the blue on the sides. It says Hornets. I don't love it. I think they could have done something better. Like I said, they have one of the best colorways in basketball. The Pacers, yellow just with the blue Indiana. Very boring. Nothing on the neck or the shoulders at all. It's going to go in the D tier for me with these other just boring jerseys, but I think it's definitely better than Charlotte's and Portland's just because it actually fits their team color scheme. Actually, let's just put it in the C tier because these just don't make sense. The Bulls are next, another very boring team, but I do like that they at least put their team colors on it like the Pacers did. So it is a little bit better. I think it's better than the Pacers. I think it's better than the Trailblazers. I think it's going to be a low C tier. And then our final jersey here, the Zydrunas Ilgauskas and LeBron and Drew Gooden